How's it going? This is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you with a few simple tips you can implement to improve some of your online presence and traffic as a company. I wanted to say thank you right off the bat for taking that phone call with one of my team members and allowing us to get this video out to you. Now, you see I have the homepage of your guys' website pulled up here. Now, I kind of like to start these videos out on a Google search engine page here. So I've went ahead and I've typed in what we would consider to be a keyword. So basically a phrase somebody's going to type in looking for a service within an area. And this is going to be the phrase that I typed in roofing, Aurora, Illinois here. So let's go ahead and see a few things here. Obviously, we want to be able to rank for as many of these keywords for the services and areas that you guys work within. And there's going to be different variations of this as well. Whether it's roofing, roofer, roofing company, so on and so forth. We just want to be able to make sure we can rank on the first page for as many of those as possible. Now, being on the first page, that's pretty obvious as to why. Normally around 75 to 80% of people are going to be sticking on this first page when they choose a company. So we obviously want to capture the majority of the eyes here. Now, with that being said, there's going to be typically around 3 ways you can get on this first page. And this first way we're seeing up top here is through this ad section. So doing ads isn't always going to be the greatest option, but I do think it is an option if you were needing customers right here, right now. Other than that, I would not implement it. Reason being is about 80% of people are going to instantly disregard any ads that they see on a Google page. I kind of end up in that category too. For me, I don't think the company, if they're running ads, is going to seem as credible as somebody who's doing it organically and being on the first page organically as well. So with that being said, let's kind of look at, there's going to be 2 ways to do it organically. One through this map pack. So ranking organically with your Google business profile. And then you can also rank organically using your actual website too. So with your Google business profile, of course, you're going to need to have one created, verified, 100% wholly filled out. Make sure you're keeping it very up to date too. So always get great reviews from your customers and make sure that you guys are responding to those reviews. Also, you can actually target keywords that you want to rank for your Google business profile within that bio about the company, that 750 character about us thing in the Google business profile as well. So there's a lot of options that you can do to help boost this into this top 3, and the top 3 is where you want to be here. Obviously, we can see it's closer to the top of the page, right? And then also nobody has to go fishing for any more information. They don't have to click this more businesses button to see any more. Then also, if somebody does see something they like within here, no longer is it necessary for them to scroll down into these actual listings of the websites down below. But with that being said, you can also then rank your website as well. And this is going to be really helpful if for some reason, you can't rank your Google business profile. Let's say, Aurora over here to Naperville. So you actually wouldn't be able to rank your Google business profile from one city to the next unless you actually had an office open in this other area as well. So in those areas where you can't rank a Google business profile, this is where you want to be able to rank your website as well. And we can see our top competitor for Aurora is going to be this affordable roofing, especially for their website down here. And especially how they're doing it. If you can be within both, you're going to maximize the amount of potential that you can get from a Google search here. So I did pull their website up too, but let's take a look back at your guys' real quick. So first thing I always want to look at are just a couple things. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat, we can see the website is not secure. So that's an SSL issue to where you want to get that fixed, as that can prohibit Google from wanting to rank you. Also, sometimes this can prohibit anybody from entering your website too without having to click some extra buttons and agree to actually coming into it. Now, other reasons I always want to look at a website too is going to be the actual content that's on it. So you can see the stuff that I can highlight through here. This is what we would all consider content. And normally on a homepage, Google typically likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content just on the homepage alone. Now that can vary depending on the amount of keywords that are in the area that can be used, and also on what your competitors are doing. Because the main thing here is Google has already set a standard for this area on what they are wanting to rank up top. Now, if we stray way too far left or right of what that top competitor is doing, Google's going to throw a red flag up on our website and is not going to want to rank us for nearly as well, because their go-to top ranking right now is what they would consider to be, their best roofer in the area, for Google's sake, and is more. We want this to look as organic as possible, like a roofer is actually creating the website for himself or herself. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at affordables real quick. So this is their website. This is their homepage as we're scrolling down here. So we can see they're not even within that 1,500 to 2,000 words. So maybe we want to be a little bit lower. It looks like probably closer to 800 to 1,000 words of content is going to be best in this area, if they're ranking top for Aurora. Now, also what we can do here real quick, I went ahead and I typed in roofing Chicago as well, and this Mathis Roofing popped up. So I did pull up their website too, so we can kind of see what they are doing. So we can see, let's see here, content. Probably again somewhere around 1,000, maybe 1,200. So it looks like anywhere from 800 to probably 1,200. I wouldn't go anywhere above 1,500 when it comes to the amount of content on the homepage. Is probably going to be the best for you in the Chicago-ish area, and the metro area as well. So now, next thing I always do is throw you guys into this paid program called Arif. Now you can see I have your URL up here. I also did it for Affordable and Mathis as well, or Matthew, sorry. Now on yours, we see these first two ratings here. These are actually power or strength and trust ratings with Google for your website. And these are rated out of 100, but typically once we get into the 30s and 40s, we're considered a very powerful website at that point. But with that being said, we can see we haven't built much power or trust up yet with Google. And that's just because of the amount of backlinks from these referring domains. It hasn't been built up yet. So a backlink is any link or any clickable text linking one website through to another. So you want to be able to get high quality backlinks from high authoritative referring domains as well. And our domain is basically just another website, right? So we want to be able to have a lot of authoritative domains backlinking through them to grant more power and trust over to us. So that's how we'll build power and trust through Google. Now you're also only indexing for about 8 keywords within your website. So I would figure we would want a lot more than that. And we'll be able to do some research to figure out exactly what keywords people are typing in, and especially buyer intent keywords too, so we can keep the traffic to mainly what we would consider to be, people who are going to buy our services. Now, with all this being said, you are bringing about 2 people per month traffic-wise to the website. Now, if we come in here real quick to the keywords, we can kind of look at what I'm seeing. Okay, so anytime roofing, that gets 200 searches per month, and that's where you're getting your traffic from, even though you're not necessarily right on that first page of Google. Looks like you're going to be probably halfway down through the second page. But again, anytime roofing, this is going to be, there's probably more anytime roofings across the country here, so this might be more of a generalized search. But now, like roofing Aurora, Illinois is exactly what I typed into Google here. That gets 100 searches per month, and your position is 53, meaning you're well within that 5th and 6th page of Google. So again, nobody's going to be able to see, right, for these other great keywords, right? Now, I went ahead and I pulled up Affordable into the same program. We can see their power and trust ratings here. Not a whole lot better, but they've definitely built out some backlinks here that we can see. So they've put some time and effort to get some power and trust. Now, they're indexing for about 57 keywords there, so closer to 60, and they're bringing in 150, just a little bit over traffic per month, right? Now, if we come in here and look at their keywords, we can see where they're getting most of their traffic from. So most of theirs is from Affordable Roofing. So both of your guys, most of it is coming from the actual company name. But again, this is getting 2.8 searches per month on average across the United States. But again, Affordable Roofing, that may not even be a company name, right? Somebody could just be looking up roofing that's affordable, right? And that would be a keyword that they would choose. So they are position 7 for that. I don't think that's the greatest traffic to get, but they are getting some of this traffic from that roofing Aurora, Illinois, right? Because they're position 3, so they're getting about 12 for that. Affordable roofing company, affordable roofing company. So they could still get a lot better keyword positioning here for some of the stuff that really has nothing to pertain to their company name. Um, Reason being, that's going to allow you to get some of these people who have no clue who they want to use as a company, right? And those are the people we want to be able to capitalize on. Now, Mathis, let's go ahead and look at theirs. So this is going to be our top dog in Chicago overall. So we can see their power and trust ratings. They definitely put some time into here. Looks like they probably have some type of blog going on their website. So they're indexing for almost 1,500 keywords, and they are bringing in 1,500 traffic, right? Let's pop in here real quick. So roofing Chicago, right? That's a major keyword. 300 searches per month. They're positioned too, so they're getting tons of traffic from that. And you can see all these generic kind of keywords that are going to be for the Chicago area, to where they're all well within that first page of Google, and they're just racking up the buyer intent traffic from there. So this is the way you want to be able to do it, and content's a huge thing. So if they have some type of blog going on, that can really help them out. Yeah, so they do. One thing that a blog's going to help out on is it creates, uh, or it lets Google know that you're the go-to person when it comes to roofing within an area. You know everything. Nobody's going to have to jump from website to website to get all the information they get. So if you're a one-stop shop for somebody looking for a roofing service, Google's going to want to recommend you. So with that being said, I hope some of this information is going to help you out one way or another. No matter how you use it, feel free. Now, if you have any questions or concerns, if you need to reach out to me and have me elaborate on any of this, please feel free to reach out there as well. So other than that, I wanted to say thank you one more time for taking that phone call and allow us to get this video out to you. And if you've gotten this far in the video, I appreciate you for watching it all as well. Other than that, have a great rest of your day and hope to hear from you soon.